systematic position of cockroach. So this cockroach is an insect under the phylum Arthropoda, subphylum Mandible. So insect means it has three distinct regions: head, thorax and abdomen. So as you know that all the insects has particular body segment, as arthropods are segmented animal. They have particular number of segments and it is covered with a hard exoskeleton. We called it sclerites. Sclerite, and they have three regions: head, thorax, abdomen. Body is covered with a hard exoskeleton, sclerite. They have the segmented ring-like body segments, and more. What is another very important thing? They have jointed, segmented appendages. And this as jointed segmented appendages help this organism to move their appendages freely according to the requirement of the insect. So another thing, they have from the thoracic region, the thoracic 1, 2 and 3, they have 2 pairs of wings. So this from this essential morphological diagnostic characters, we can put this animal or small animal into group. So this grouping according to their morphological characters on the basis of similarities and dissimilarities with other groups is called that the process is called systematics, and classifying this organism is called classification. So it is putting this organism into a particular group by following the proper similarities and dissimilarities with reference to the other organism is called systematics. So systematics and classification you need to take into consideration. Now you see this this hierarchy. Suppose this linear hierarchy. Suppose this is kingdom, then phylum, then subphylum, then class, then order, then family, genus, species. So if you want to classify this organism, you write down the kingdom is Animalia, phylum of course Arthropoda. These are the largest invertebrate phylum. Then subphylum Mandibulata because they have chewing type of mouth parts, chewing, tearing type of mouth parts. So today you will very uh, happy to know that we are going to understand or going to discuss this mouth part portion. So what are the mouth parts? How the arrangement location? Today's topic is chewing type of mouth parts, or what are the various mouth parts. So this uh, mandibulata class, as you know, insecta or hexapoda, three pairs of jointed segmented appendages and wings. These are head, thorax and abdomen, three distinct regions you have to keep in mind. Then order is dioptera. They are under the order Dictyoptera. Dictyoptera. Ptera means wing, di means two, so Dictyoptera. And family, they are Blati family, they are Blatidae, Blatidae. Here it is worthy to mention that this IDAE, it's a prefix, suffix we use in the binomial nomenclature in the chapter systematics. Binomial nomenclature, this is IDAE is specifically used to denote the family. And here today our specimen is Periplaneta americana. So please underline, because it is scientific name, we cannot write in Latin, so we make it little Italic and we underline it, and species name also Americana. So this is your systematic position of provided organism. So now today we are going to discuss the mouth parts of this particular organism. So if you look at this organism from a very natural sitting condition, you can understand, you will see that this organism is looking like this, and the parts head, thorax and abdomen. So this part is not important today, because our discussion is of mouth parts. So what are the mouth parts are present, we will see. So for the discussion of mouth parts, first of all you understand that you cannot see the 3D view, but you must think that some parts are moving this direction, and again some parts will help to drag, because from here the insect has the neck portion and this is the head portion. So what are the things, when they found some food, they first take the help of the mouth parts will be as follows. So first they will think that they need a mandible. So mouth parts, if you write down the name of mouth parts, you must write, they have, first you discuss about mandible. Then you discuss about the maxilla. second mouth part. Then the third one you can that is upper one, that is uh, your labrum, it is upper lip, you can say. And fourth one is your lower lip, that is labium. So we will see one by one the various part of this mandible and how it is articulated with the head portion. It is our topic of discussion. So now today, or we are discussing first the from a insect, that is cockroach mouth part, that is mandible. So mandible, it is from the head. So the head region of that insect has a particular region that is called clypeus of head, which is attached to it from the upside to down. It is attached with this mandible. So mandible has three very significant part, and it is attached with with a ligament or muscle, which is very much flexible to move it up laterally up and down. So this portion is attached with clypeus, genia and post genia. So here the portion we will say that gene or post gene, socket of the head. These are attached with this muscles. So this mandible has three parts from upside to down. That is prostheca. This is prostheca. Prostheca. Then you have a condyle at the condyle at this region. It is called condyle, and these are denticles, denticle, and these are also, all the three parts are very hard because they are sclerites in nature. It is very hard exoskeleton, and mandible do the first work of when it get food. It tears the food, or tearing is the function, holding to some extent is function, but mainly the function of holding is done by maxilla. So the next thing we are discussing, that is maxilla. So maxilla, it is posterior wall of head, that is called subgina. So it is located or articulated, rather to articulated with head, articulated with head by a special region of maxilla called, or posterior wall of posterior wall of head by a part that is called subgina, that is called subgina. So subgina actually helping to attach the posterior part of maxilla to the head above the mandible. So what are the parts of this mandible we will discuss now. So if you see that this portion has almost five things. So this is your cardo, which is attached. Then it is stipes, and this portion again have another very important part, that is called pulpifar, pulpifar, and this is attached with three part. That one is from outside to inside. If you see, this is attached, called, and it is several segmented. As we know, all the appendages are jointed of arthropods, but it is clear this conjunctivas. It is not segmented totally, but remain. So it is maxillary pulp, maxillary pulp, and from here you have two things. That is, second one is gallia. So second one is gallia, second appendage, and third one is lacinium. Third is one is lacinium. So it is attached again with the head, and we have already mentioned the posterior wall of head from inside or outside down, upside down. It is remain over the thing. And now we will see two important things. That is labrum, that is upper lip, labrum. So upper lip is very easy to draw, because this is like this. So it is attached with the, so upper lip from upside to down, উপর থেকে নিচের দিকে, upside down. So this portion is attached with ligament, and it is attached with clypeus. It is attached with, so clypeus, and from it is attached at the both side of the floor of the head. It is upper lip, that is clypeus, and this portion labrum, labrum, labrum. So now this part is already, the location is important. So you will write down what I have told, that this upper lip or labrum, this sclerotic structure bit soft at the point where it is attached with the muscle and the floor of head. This portion is called clypeus. So you will write down, it is attached with the clypeus, clypeus. So it is your third part. And now the lower lip or labium. So lower lip or the labium has parts like it is submentum. I have already, as it is very complex in diagram, so I have drawn over here. You will see that this portion. So it is your lower lip, and it is very complicated to understand, because it is fixed from upside to down, and it is attached with submentum, and insect has a neck. Inside the neck, or there is a portion called occiput, where it is articulated. This submentum is articulated, then it is three segmented, and these are sclerotic. This part is little soft, and then mentum and pulpijar. And pulpijar has two processes. One is called glossa, and another is called paraglossa. And this glossa and paraglossa acts like tongue or lingua. It actually push the food inside of that insect. And again there is labial pulp, labium pulp. So hope you have enjoyed the discussion. So these are the four mouth parts and their important parts. And this discussion is always, remember, is for the chewing, those insect which use chewing pattern, chewing type of mouth parts, pattern. And we have seen this sort of thing in grasshopper, grasshopper, cockroach. Okay, so enjoy the discussion of mouth parts of insect or chewing type of mouth parts. Thank you. Have a nice time.